If a verification screen asks you to run commands on your device, stop immediately and close the page. That is the most important warning sign in today's briefing. The FTC says it is getting reports of a phishing scam that looks like a normal CAPTCHA, the familiar test that asks you to prove you are not a robot. The protection step is simple. A real CAPTCHA may ask you to match images or type characters, but it should not ask you to run keyboard commands, open system tools, paste hidden text, or approve a download. Here is what victims see. They are browsing the web and an unexpected verification screen appears. It looks routine enough that the person may not slow down. The message may claim it is a security check, but instead of a normal image or text challenge, it asks the user to perform actions on the computer. The FTC says those actions can paste and run hidden malware. Once malware is on the device, scammers may try to steal email logins, mobile banking credentials, session data, or any other information they can reach. The key lesson is not the technical trick. The key lesson is that the scam turns a familiar safety ritual into a moment of misplaced trust. Why does this work? Because people have been trained to expect friction online. We click cookie banners, approve sign-in prompts, solve CAPTCHAs, and respond to security checks all day. Criminals take advantage of that muscle memory. They do not need to break encryption if they can convince a person to do something unusual while believing it is routine. That is why the first 10 seconds matter. If the page asks for device commands, downloads, remote access, payment, or a password outside the normal sign-in flow, treat it as hostile until proven otherwise. There is also an AI angle today. Krebs on Security reported that hackers abused Meta's AI support assistant flow during Instagram account takeovers, with high-profile accounts briefly defaced after instructions circulated online. The report said Meta fixed the issue. We are not going into the operational details, because the defensive lesson is enough. Automated support is now part of identity security. A chatbot that helps recover accounts is not just customer service. It is a gatekeeper. If the recovery process accepts weak signals, attackers may use automation, location clues, or social pressure to get control of an account. For everyday users, creators, and small businesses, the warning signs are practical. First, a verification page should never demand unusual local device actions. Second, an account recovery message should not push you to add a new email, change recovery settings, or approve a reset you did not request. Third, a real support process should leave a trace inside the official app or website, not only in a random pop-up, direct message, or suspicious email. Fourth, urgency is a signal. Scammers want you to act before you verify. So what should you do if you think you clicked one of these fake CAPTCHA prompts? The FTC recommends acting quickly. Disconnect from the internet to stop active access. Run a security scan and keep your software and apps updated. Change important passwords from a different device, starting with email, banking, cloud storage, and social accounts. Enable two-factor authentication, preferably with an authenticator app or security key where available. Then check account recovery email addresses, phone numbers, forwarding rules, and active sessions. If something was added that you do not recognize, remove it and sign out other sessions. For organizations, add this to security awareness training without turning it into a technical recipe. Teach employees and contractors that CAPTCHAs prove humanity, they do not require local commands. Lock down script execution where possible. Monitor unusual sign-in and recovery events. Make sure help desk and account recovery workflows do not rely on a single weak signal. If AI support tools are part of the process, test them like identity infrastructure, not just like chat widgets. Finally, verify and report. Navigate to services by typing the official address or using a trusted bookmark. Do not use links from surprise pop-ups. For scams in the United States, the FTC points consumers to report fraud.ftc.gov if money, identity documents, or company credentials were involved. Contact the bank, platform, or security team quickly. The defensive habit is simple. When verification asks for something that changes your device or your account, pause, verify somewhere else, and only then continue.